Hey everybody, welcome into this new tutorial. In this video, let's take a look at how we can pass the Rev.com application in order to become a freelancer here and start to transcribe speech to text or some text to text from one language into another one. So in here, I'm going to be helping you with a step-by-step guide. This is a very easy basic tutorial if you want some help here into the AI transcriptions and captions. So I'm going to leave you guys a link down below in the description so you can sign up totally for free and you can start right away. So after you clicked into the link, you might see something like this. If you don't see that, you might want to go into rev.com and go and scroll down until you find the become a freelancer. But if you are using the link down below in the description, guys, you're going to see something like this. It says become a freelancer with Rev. So the first thing you want to do in order to continue is to put in here your first, your last name, your email, the position you're looking for, and the country you're currently living. And after that, hit into next. Now, speaking about the position you're looking for, whether you want to choose the captioner or the transcriptionist, and here into the captionist, I mean the difference between both of them is that in here, you're going to be listening to an audio or a video, and then you have to accurately type what is being said and the label speakers. But in here, you're going to make like interviews, different videos, right? So we have to sync typed audio with the video. So I think like the rates of pay between both of them are a little bit upper in the captioner. So if you want, we can see how we can start here into the transcriptionist video. So in here, you want to look for the transcriptionist. If you want to check it out, the captioner, let's see if we have some time and we can check it out. Now it's saying here, how much can I earn? Now in here, it's going to be telling us about our earnings potential, which depends on the range of factors, including how many hours we transcribe a week, how much practice we have with the transcriptionist, and our tools. So for example, if you want to just use the Rev.com as a casual job, and you are like a total beginner, your estimate weekly earnings are like $22 or maybe 37. You have just a little bit more experience. If you're in advance, more than $60. If you want to use like a few more days, the Rev occasionally, and I choose this option, my price is going to be really up. And if you really want to mess around with Rev seriously, you really want to stick around here, you can get up to $300. And I've listened that there are a bunch of people that have gained more than 5,000. So hit into start application in order to continue. Now here we have the background, so we can become a transcriptionist. Now it's really important, guys, here that the number one, what is your highest level of education? You have to put a minimum required here. The minimum is a high school. If you put elementary or no education, you might not possibly pass this test. So you want to choose the high school. Now, how many years of work experience do you have? Once again, the minimum required is 1 or 2 years. If you have more here into the bachelor's degree, if you have more years of work, you're more than fine to do that. They will bring more points into your resume. Now please select if you have an experience working in any of the following industries. Once again, you want to choose always the administrative, supportive, and the technology options. I love to use, once again, the marketing and education academia, but that's totally up to you. But you must choose between the administrative and the technology in order to, like, let's say you have more an interested account. Now please select the topics that you are interested in. If you really want to get a job here, if you really want to work here into Rev, I strongly suggest you to just fill every single one of those, and then you can figure it out if you are willing to work with anything or just with something that is in the topic of your interest. Now, do you have prior experience in transcriptioning? If you don't, well, I must advise you to put yes in our case. Now, what's your current employment status? If you're a student, it's totally okay, but I strongly suggest you guys to keep with you part-time so they can be considering you really for real here into the application. So I'm going to just stick with part-time and go into the skill assessment. Now here into the short answer, it's really let's say that this part of the test is to test your skill assessment. So that means that they're going to be checking out here your how do you use your words and how do you describe like the short and precise stuff. So here, what do you want to work for, Rev? I mean, you can put in here like Rev. I think Rev is a great application. I think it's a great platform, a great website for linguistic stuff and blah blah blah. So depending on what you're trying to put in here, just try to be short and precise with your answer. Now, what is your favorite hobby and why are you passionate about it? Same thing. It doesn't matter what kind of hobby you're trying to use. It's really important now. How do you describe the stuff? Short and precise. And lastly, what did you most recently vacation and what did you do? Exactly the same thing, short and precise. Now let's go into grammar and style. Now here you have like the, let's say, the toughest part of the application. Speaking about the grammar test, I mean, this is just like to be properly transcribed. If you have a native English, I mean, this is going to be really easy for you. If you have an advanced English, it's going to be also really simple. But if you have just a few differences, I mean, it can take a little bit time for you. But I'm going to be helping you with the answer. So here I have the number one. She really didn't know how to accept news. So she really didn't know how to accept news. It's exactly the same thing. She really didn't know how to accept news. She didn't even. So as you can see, this is a very bad grammar, and this is the same thing. So section number 2, it's raining today. So unless you want to get drenched, you're gonna need your umbrella. So once again, I want to choose the option that is properly transcript. So it's raining today, so unless you want to get drenched, you're going to need an umbrella. So as you can see, these 4 are really look alike, but you want to take a look here and see, for example, the it's raining today. This is accurate. This is not accurate. This is also not accurate. So it's going to be either one of those. So you are going to need your umbrella. You can choose one of those options, but I strongly suggest you guys will stick around with the 1 to 2. Now, we're going to Paris in a few days. It's totally bad. It's totally bad. We are going to Paris in a few days. It's accurate. So you can just say that loudly and you might be hearing yourself which one does not fit into what you're looking for. Now, hi John, how are you? I'm not feeling well, Paul. Hi John, how are you? I'm not feeling well, Paul. Hi John, how are you? I am not feeling well, Paul. This one does not feel accurate, so we're gonna just discard this option. Well, I mean, there are like some other ways to go about it. There are like some other ways to go about it. There are some other ways to go about it. So these are like few things that we usually say, like so this is not great grammar stuff. Since we do speak like that, we don't want to write like that. So there are some other ways to go about it. They're not going to go to there anymore because their car wouldn't start. So as you can see, this one feels not accurate. They are not going to go there anymore. They're not going to go there anymore because the car wouldn't start. They're not going to go there anymore because their car, it's not accurate. There is from somewhere else, not from theirs. So this one is not accurate, and this one is not accurate as well. So either this is the first one or the last one. They're not going to go there anymore because their car wouldn't start. Now, as I just said, saying something like these are not accurate. So obviously we don't want to mess around with old woman, Michelle, or the person, because we already know Michelle starts with a very capital M. So this one obviously is the correct option. Now we have the word choice. After I moved to Miami, I had to get used to the weather. This one is to like saying as well. So it's not used to is the right section because we are talking in the past. Something happened in the past. Now, their car is blue. Remember that I showed you guys that there is from somewhere into somewhere else, so this doesn't apply in here. There is car is blue. Of course, this one does not apply. They are car is blue. Doesn't look and does not pronounce good, so their car is blue. Now, my husband played football very good. very well, very well, very too. So as you can see, it looks good on very good. So lastly, in here is going to be helping you to make some transcription editor. So it's really simple, guys. You actually need to focus in here. This is just like a quick sample, so you have to be nervous about this transcriptional sample. And lastly, we have the agree to the service agreement. Go into I must choose and read all of my files. Please, guys, take the time to read all the service agreement and acknowledgement. Go into I agree to the terms of service and submit your answer. All has been done successfully. Now it says thank you for taking the time to submit your application. We know it was a lot of work and we appreciate your effort. So they will be reviewing our application, and actually they will be taking not so much, so we just need to wait till the answers have been submitted into our email and you are good to go, guys. So there you have it, guys. Now we have the rev.com. Hopefully you have a great hot jump here into the rev.com. The best of luck with you guys. Work hard and gain some money. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more about this rev.com and transcriptionist applications. So thank you once again, guys, and I'll see you next time.